David Heinemeier Hansson, Remote, Office Not Required. In Remote, Office Not Required, authors David Heinemeier Hansson and Jason Fried explore the numerous benefits of remote work for both employees and employers. With the help of modern technology, the traditional office space is no longer a necessity, and employers can tap into a global pool of talent. The book addresses concerns about productivity, company culture, and collaboration while offering tips on how to successfully transition to remote work, maintain the quality of work, and ensure a healthy work-life balance for employees.
The benefits of remote work. Remote work has become a popular option for both employees and employers. The rise of technology has allowed companies to access talent from all around the world, including those who live outside major cities. Video conferencing tools like Skype make remote work more accessible and offer employees the flexibility to work from home. Additionally, offering remote work to employees who need to move for personal reasons can help companies retain skilled workers and avoid the costs of hiring and training new employees. Media production company Jellyvision was able to keep a skilled employee by offering a remote position, and have since extended that option to all employees. Remote work is a win-win situation for organizations and employees alike. Benefits of remote work. Remote work brings flexibility and allows workers to achieve a better work-life balance. This leads to better productivity and better quality of life. With remote work, workers can organize their schedule to fit in other aspects of life such as family and household chores. Remote work also allows workers to be more productive as they can work during their most productive hours, regardless of traditional working hours. Additionally, remote work allows workers to pursue their dreams and hobbies while maintaining a full-time career. Remote work is a win-win for both employers and employees. The benefits of remote work. Remote work is more productive than working in an office due to fewer distractions, better control over interruptions, and evaluation based solely on work quality. Employers might be hesitant to introduce remote work, assuming that it would encourage employees to be lazy. However, working in an office can be far less productive than working remotely. In an office, distractions are rampant, and much of the work is tied to the work of others, leading to unnecessary interruptions. On the other hand, remote work allows better control over disruptions, such as being able to ignore non-urgent emails, not being pestered by coworkers, and setting boundaries with family members. This better control can lead to better focus and increased productivity. Moreover, remote work can allow employers to evaluate their employees solely based on the quality of their work, rather than superficial factors such as breaks, tardiness, or how well they get along with colleagues. This can result in a fairer evaluation of an employee's true value and skills. In summary, remote work can provide benefits such as increased productivity and fairer evaluation, making it a viable option for employers to consider. Debunking myths about remote work. Remote work has gained popularity but still faces resistance from traditional companies. The summary challenges common myths why some companies refuse to allow remote work. The notions of a physical office's rigid structure equating to productivity, remote work leading to lonely, disconnected teams, and hurdles to company culture are rebutted. Companies can develop a positive company culture and maintain productivity even remotely. The book emphasizes that face-to-face meetings are not a must to understand and implement the culture. It urges companies to embrace the possibility of and benefit from remote work instead of letting outdated ideas or inattention to progress hold them back. The benefits of introducing remote work. This book's summary highlights that any company can introduce remote work if they're willing to test the waters. It's not an all-or-nothing commitment and can be introduced gradually to see whether it's a good option. It's important not to base the final judgment on a single employee working from home for a week but to have an entire team work remotely for some days over a few months to see whether the concept works for everyone. Interestingly, outsourcing work to professionals outside the company is much riskier than allowing employees to work from home, and as such, it shouldn't be hard to imagine workers at home. This summary emphasizes the need for companies to weigh the benefits of introducing remote work if they're too invested in office work, stressing it's an excellent option for the betterment of the staff and the company. Effective remote collaboration. Enabling effective remote team collaboration is essential for project success. Having consistent communication channels is crucial. You can ensure this by having overlapping work hours and accessible company information. Clients need reassurance about remote work, so keep them involved to build trust. Social connections in the virtual world. Remote employees can still build strong personal connections through online chat rooms and occasional in-person meetings. Employers should encourage positive communication and create opportunities for socializing to foster loyal relationships. Remote work has become increasingly popular, especially in times of crisis, but it can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection. However, building social connections and maintaining team spirit among remote employees is still possible. Virtual tools like online chat rooms can be used as a substitute for in-person coffee or lunch breaks. This allows employees to take a break and socialize with their colleagues, which can help create a sense of team spirit. Employers must be sensitive to the fact that remote work can have a negative effect on personal relationships, as communication without visual cues can lead to misunderstandings. Managers should promote friendly communication and pay attention to employees' interactions to prevent conflicts from arising. It's important not to rely solely on technology to foster relationships. Connecting in person, even if it's only twice a year, is crucial to build trust and loyalty among remote workers. For instance, 37 Signals invites its entire company to meet twice a year, which creates a more united and connected team. Remote workers can still build strong personal connections through online chat rooms and occasional in-person meetings. Employers should encourage positive communication and create opportunities for socializing to foster loyal relationships. Supporting remote workers. Remote workers are at risk of burnout, which is why it's important to provide extra support, such as an extra day off for leisure activities and encouragement for a healthy and diverse lifestyle. It's also crucial to ask them what they need to feel included as part of the team. With the rise of remote work options, many companies are now familiar with the benefits and challenges of this type of work. One of the biggest challenges faced by remote workers is the risk of burnout. Because remote workers aren't bound by traditional office hours, they might feel the need to work extra hours to compensate for their lack of physical presence in the office. This can eventually lead to burnout, which is difficult to detect when working remotely. To support remote workers and prevent burnout, it's important to provide them with the necessary tools to succeed. For example, managers can offer an extra day off between May and October, so that employees have time to enjoy the weather and engage in leisure activities outside of work. This can help prevent burnout and promote a healthy work-life balance. Another effective way to support remote workers is to encourage a healthy and diverse lifestyle. This can include paying for health club memberships or providing extra money for fresh fruits and vegetables. Additionally, managers can help support hobbies outside of work, with holiday gifts that can help bankroll travel expenses, for example. Finally, to make remote workers feel included as part of the team, it's essential to ask for their feedback and seek their input on company decisions. It's also helpful to have a manager who works remotely and understands the challenges of remote work, as this can provide a valuable perspective on how to support remote workers. By taking steps to support remote workers and prevent burnout, companies can ensure that all employees are happy, healthy, and productive.
As a remote, office not required illustrates, remote work is a viable and advantageous option that can greatly benefit not just employees, but also employers by expanding their talent pool and improving productivity. The authors emphasize the importance of open communication, trust, and understanding the unique needs of remote workers to ensure success. By implementing remote work and embracing its flexibility, companies can help their employees achieve a better quality of life while fostering innovation and maintaining a strong company culture. With the right tools, support, and adaptability, remote work can revolutionize the way we work, paving the way for a more connected and efficient global workforce.